My son was back from college last week for spring break, and he likes a musician called Pretty Lights, and this is the Pretty Lights logo. And he asked me if I could make him a pendant that looked like that. So I've never made a pendant quite like this before, so this is my first attempt at it. I asked him to trace it out on some rocks that he likes, so these are the pairs he liked. I've got 3 of them here because I'm not at all confident that I can do this, so I'm going to make several of them and hopefully one turns out. Part I'm most worried about is making the cut right in here that lines up well with the hole that I'll have to drill up there. So we'll see how this goes. First thing I'm going to do is drill the hole in the P. So this is my drilling setup. This is just a regular old drill press from Home Depot. I've got a dish of water here to keep the drill bit cool. There's a piece of plywood on the bottom so that when I drill through the rock, I don't drill through the water dish and spill the water all over the place. I'm using a diamond coated core bit. These are not very expensive, so they don't last very long, so I'll get 2 or 3 holes out of them and then I have to replace the bit, but they come in like a pack of 10, so it's not a big deal. Alright, let's get drilling. I just knocked out the little core in the middle with a little nail and a hammer. I just used that and knocked it out. So to avoid blowing out the back of the hole, I have another little piece of wood here with a little dowel that's about the same size as the bit. So what I'll do is line up the bit with this. And then I can take my rock and set it upside down in there. So I know I'll be drilling in to the right spot. There we go. Pulsing the drill bit up and down to keep the drill bit cool. So I come out of the hole once in a while, it clears some of the dust and cools the bit off. There we go, nice clean hole. So I've got 3 more of these to do. Alright, so I have the 4 holes drilled. This stone isn't looking too good. It cracked right along here and it looks like there's a lot of other fractures in it, so I'll be surprised if this one makes it all the way through to the end. That's why I did more than one. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut across the top and the bottom of the P. I need to drill a hole down the top here to put an eye in, so it's going to be easier to drill if it's flat on the top and the bottom. That way I can stand it up on its end. If I cut the whole P out, then I'm going to be trying to balance it and it's going to be a little bit of a pain. So, flat cuts on the top and the bottom right now. This is a Dremel in a drill press stand. I'm going to use that to drill a 1mm hole in the top of the rock here. I'm not putting the rock underwater because then I can't see what I'm doing as well. So I'll just dip it in water every once in a while. I'm pretty happy with the way these have turned out so far. I did break one of the P's, and another one has a drill bit stuck in the top of it, broke off one of the little tiny drill bits. But these are good to go. So they have their holes drilled in the top. And so the next step is to put them in the Lotto tumbler. And that'll take about a week, and then I'll go from there. I just emptied out the Lotto tumbler, and this is what I have left. I'm down to my last P that hasn't broken. I broke the first one cutting it on the saw. There was a fracture that I didn't see ahead of time, and it cracked right in half on the saw. The second one, when I was drilling a hole in the top, the bit broke off in there, and once they break off, there's no getting them out, so that one was done. And the third one broke in the tumbler. I'm not too upset about this because this rock was softer. It doesn't have quite as nice a shine on it, but more importantly, it's rounded off more. So when I glue the L on, it was going to be too narrow anyhow, so there wasn't much of a loss there. So this is the way my son likes it the best. This is the P and then an L for pretty lights. So the next thing I'm going to do is rough up these surfaces where these come together so the glue grabs a little better. I'll be using epoxy for that. So I have a little diamond burr on my Dremel, and I'll just quickly rough those up, and we'll be on to the next step. Now I need a little eye to go in this hole in the top to hang this from. So I have a piece of scrap silver wire here, and I'm going to try to make a little eye on the top of this. Making jewelry is not really my area of expertise, so I'm sure if somebody's watching who knows how to make jewelry, you're cringing at my techniques, but I'll get the job done. Alright, that looks pretty good. So now I just need to cut it to length. So this only goes in a little ways. So I'm going to take a guess at it. I'll guess long and then cut it more if I need to. Just a hair more. Actually, I'm going to twist this first. I'm hoping by putting a twist in it that the glue holds it in a little better, has a little more to grip on. There. It's actually going to go this way. And then I'm going to put this split ring on there. I used a split ring instead of a regular jump ring because I think it'll hold on a little better. So this is going to be worn by a 20-year-old boy who's kind of athletic and does a lot of outdoors things. So this might get snagged once in a while. So this should hold it on a little better. So I'll just glue that in. I'm going to use 330 epoxy, and hopefully that holds it. I have my epoxy mixed up. I'm going to try my best to put this all together. have wax paper down here. I hope not to have any glue spill out the back, but just in case, I don't want it sticking to the table. Check my picture. It's supposed to look like that. That looks pretty good. All right, it's all done. I'm happy with the way it turned out. And I got to point out I made a mistake earlier when I was showing how to put the eye in. I was putting it in backwards, so luckily I figured that out before I put the glue on it. So, turned out nice. I delivered the finished pendant to my son and he liked it a lot. If you have any questions about this project, please let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. I'll also put up links with more details about how to cut out shapes on the saw and how to tumble them in the Lotto tumbler. Thanks for watching.